Hey guys, Crystal Hammett here, coming to you today from my living room to talk to you about vitamin D3, really important component in my antiviral protocol. So I want to run through the benefits. I do want to review a medical journal with you guys to help back up all my logic behind all of these recommendations. I want you to know that everything I'm recommending is science-based. I don't just come up with this stuff out of thin air. In functional medicine and functional nutrition, there is countless studies on the benefits of supplementation and just the science behind nutrition. So just know that it is all science-based and science doesn't lie. And so talking about D3, which is, if not the most, one of the most important critical nutrients that we must supplement with. We don't get enough vitamin D from the sun. Everybody likes to say, I get my vitamin D from the sunshine. Are you naked in the sun for 30 minutes a day, every day without sunscreen? Probably not. Also, genetics and age play a big role in how well you assimilate vitamin D, so there are some outside factors that must be looked at there. Supplementation of D is really dependent upon your overall health, and that is something that both standard Western as well as functional medicine can agree on. Almost every doctor, regardless of their stance on nutrition or on supplementation, will check your vitamin D3 levels. Now, the range is where we differentiate a little bit. So you'll see the standard Western dose, or on your blood work, you'll see that number, and they want it above 35. That's still too low. In really functional nutrition, functional medicine, we want to see that number more between 75, really 65, 75 to 95. This is when you're really kicking in all the benefits. Vitamin D is anti-cancer. Vitamin D builds your immune system. Vitamin D is needed for absorption of calcium into your bones. If you're taking high doses of calcium, as a side note, and you're not taking a therapeutic range of vitamin D, then that calcium is being stored in soft tissue areas like your arteries and can turn into plaque. So D is so important for your bones, more important than calcium. We get most of our calcium from our food. You generally don't need to supplement with calcium. So back on schedule. Also, of course, vitamin D is extremely important for our immune system. So that's what I want to talk about now. I will reference this medical journal, MDPI. This was received on March 12th and published just recently on April 2nd. And I love what it has to say. Through several mechanisms, vitamin D can reduce risk of infections. Those mechanisms include various defenses that can lower viral replication. So you can stop the replication of the virus when you have adequate D levels so it doesn't spread rapidly through the body. It reduces concentrations of pro-inflammatory cytokines that produce inflammation that injure the lining of the lungs, leading to pneumonia, as well as increasing concentrations of anti-inflammatory cytokines. So it can help with preventing pneumonia, guys. Like, this is big. It helps with lung repair. It helps with lowering inflammation. It's very vital. Now, Americans especially are very deficient in vitamin D across the board. I would say 1 out of every 10 patients has adequate levels of vitamin D when I look at blood work. And that's actually being generous. I maybe need to say 1 out of every 15 or 20. So vitamin D deficiency has been found to contribute to acute respiratory distress syndrome, respiratory distress. Like, if you do not have adequate levels of D, you're more likely to have respiratory issues. So this is serious. So let me just give you a little example of how this could play out. So say your D levels are low, in the teens, in the single digits. Probably most people are in their 20s. So you're out and about, you come in contact with coronavirus. Your D levels are low, so your immune system's down, so you're more susceptible to contracting the virus. So, you get it. So then your body's looking for stores of D and other micronutrients to help stop that viral replication, to slow down the spread and maybe even combat it and push it out. But your body's looking, you ain't got nothing in there. There's no extra vitamin D, vitamin A, and acetylcysteine, things that you need to stop viral replication. So now you're full-blown sick. So now you're like, weeks have gone by, why aren't I feeling better? Because you have already depleted through stress, physical, emotional, mental stress, any extra stores that you did have in your body. you are not getting well because you don't have the underlying mechanisms, these micronutrients in your body that God gave you to help to repair the body. The body's miraculous. It was made to repair itself, but if it doesn't have the tools it needs, it can't do it. So then furthermore, you're probably on a medication that is now even wasting more stores of your micronutrients, and then you're more susceptible to mortality and more serious consequences that should be present in situations like a virus. So honestly, it just plays a huge role. It is these micronutrients like your vitamins and minerals, antioxidants, amino acids need to be adequate so that your body can use these stores to help repair itself. So not only do you need to take it as a maintenance, but if you are sick, you need to be taking therapeutic doses. So please let me know if that's the case. Maintenance dose. So thankfully it's the same one that I've been recommending is what they're recommending in the study. So 10,000 IUs of vitamin D3 for a few weeks to rapidly raise your D levels, your D concentrations, followed by 5,000 units. So it's measured in international units, IUs. So taking 10,000 IUs for about 2 to 4 weeks to help give yourself a good load and really saturate the cells with the vitamin D. And then you can go down to a maintenance dose of 5,000. And this is what's standard. I personally take more all the time because I do not assimilate D well. Genetics and age play a part in how well you can assimilate vitamin D. So just be careful with that. So taking at least 5,000 units. I have a couple different forms to recommend. So of course the most popular is going to be in a capsule form, 5,000 IUs with added K2. You need that K, or vitamin K1 and 2, 550 micrograms. So you need that vitamin K for absorption of vitamin D. You need that vitamin D for absorption of calcium. So it all comes back to K being a foundational. So Biotics Research, BioDK, Bio is extremely bioavailable. It's a really excellent product. 1 capsule a day, or 2 capsules for a couple weeks, and then you can go down to the 1 capsule a day because it's 5,000 IU per capsule. You have some liquid options. This is a glue-like substance you drop on your tongue. You can put in food or beverage if you prefer. Doesn't really have a strong taste at all. You can do these for kids, for people that don't like to swallow pills. If you just want an alternative to a capsule or a tablet, this is a great solution. Very, very, very bioavailable. This is Biodemulsion. It's an emulsified, bioavailable, highly absorbable product. It's 400 IU per dropper. I would do about 20 drops for a couple weeks, then you can drop down to 10. And then this is going to be a really cool combination product from also Biotics Research, BioADEK. All your fat solubles in 1 supplement. Therapeutic dose, I would do at least 10 drops, 10 to 15, and maintenance would just be 5 drops. Or for kiddos, this is great. 5 drops would cover their needs. I talked about the importance of vitamin A for viruses last video a couple days ago, and now this has your DK. E is in there as a bonus. So really great all-inclusive product if you're maybe a little more price conscious, don't want to swallow pills, or for the kids, you can go with that route. So these are some products that I offer. I have in stock a pretty good inventory. You're welcome to order from me. Quality does matter, of course. And I have fast free shipping for the most part, over $99, but it's only $3.50 if you're under $99. So I'll get that out to you ASAP. I will include the links below. Reach out if you have questions, guys. Please stay safe out there. Please be taking your supplements. Please be preventative. You can control what you put in your body, food and supplement wise, the information you're receiving. Just please take action. Be responsible for yourself and your family. It's the one thing that we can control right now. I hope everyone's well, and thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.